Hey, hi, hello, welcome back to my channel. My name is Liz. I am a author, narrative designer, and book formatter. Today we're going to be looking at my goals from 2025 and seeing if I achieved any of them. My goals have been arranged into a bingo card for this past year. And yeah, we're just going to kind of look at the bingo card and see what all was achieved. But I do want to watch the video I posted last year and kind of react to that. So let's just dive in.
Hey, hi, hello. My name is Liz. I am a author, narrative designer, and overall entrepreneur. Today I wanted to talk about my goals for 2025 as well as kind of reflect on 2024. I wrote down what my goals from last year were, which it was read 3 books, which I did do that. I actually read 8 last year, which is really impressive. My second goal was to finish and graduate the game design program, which I did graduate. My diploma is right there. It's gonna be moving. I'm still reorganizing my office, hence the mess behind me. But yeah, I'm gonna have bookshelves on that wall over there and then like a unit right here, and it's gonna look really fancy. So I did graduate. My third goal was to join a business program, which I did not do. I decided not to do it both financial wise and just like mental health wise. I wasn't in a good place to go into another program, so I did not do that. Publish Friends and Phantoms was the next goal. I did do that. It published on September 10th, I believe. It had a really good launch. We had a fun launch day live stream where we played some games. I read the first chapter of the book, and I don't remember how many books we've sold so far, but the book is doing very well. Finish the Bite Fiends demo was the next goal. Technically we finished it. There is a working demo on Itch and Game Jolt, but we're redoing the demo to have like mini games and stuff in it. So that's not something I'm carrying over into this year's goals. That's just kind of something I'm gonna be doing on the side. Not exactly happy with how Bite Fiends is going, but people seem to actually enjoy it, so I want to keep working on it. Even though I'm not finding joy in it right now, other people are, so I want to keep that in mind and keep working on it. I wanted to make a Hamilton house haunting short, and that did not happen this past year. It's probably not going to happen this year either. I don't have the funds right now to animate things, but I still want to work towards it. And because the cast of the show is also going to be doing the audiobook, I'm leaning more towards focusing on the audiobook for now and then adding all the animations after. Upping my social media presence was also a goal, which I feel I did about the same as I do every year, where I have a pretty steady upload for a while and then I fall off the face of the earth and then I start uploading again. I was pretty consistent on Instagram, YouTube not so much. That's kind of a goal that's happening again this year, is I want to try and post more frequently. I'm aiming for either Friday or Tuesday, I'm not quite sure. Right now I think I'm doing Fridays for uploads on YouTube, and then I'm aiming for every day on Instagram, but if I don't upload, I'm trying not to beat myself up about it. It's just, that's what happens sometimes, is you don't always get to upload. This year, I made a bingo card. I broke these up into SMART goals on my Notion. I want to lose 50 pounds, and so I broke that up into 10-pound increments, which you can see on the board here. There's losing 10, 20, 30, 40, and 50 pounds. So
I did not do this. I lost 10 pounds and then gained it back, so that goal was not achieved.
So I'm going to be doing yoga and going for walks to help lose this weight, as well as eating healthier. Eating healthier is technically a different goal I have this year. It still ties into that whole losing weight goal. I just want to be able to have a healthier mindset with food and be able to choose healthier snacks without having to think about it. I also want to read 3 books this year, and I believe I only put that as one goal. I think pretty reasonable for me, because I go into really heavy reading slumps where I don't read for a long time.
I did achieve this goal. I actually read 5 books this year. I normally do the 3 books goal every year because I know it's achievable for me. I think there's only been 1 year where I only read 2 books, but otherwise it's been a 3-book goal and I normally achieve it.
Even though I know reading is good to do as a writer, but I also wanted to write 3 short stories, which on my Patreon I have a short story a month. Right now I'm uploading short stories that I've already written. So if you want to check out my Patreon, you totally can. Safe for work stories, and then another tier is not safe for work stories, and then the third tier is both along with short stories, I believe. I have to double check that though.
So I ended up changing my Patreon. I'm still doing the short stories. I actually took them all down and I'm re-uploading them differently. But essentially my Patreon is set up as my pen names now. So it's Elizabeth Duivenvoorde is $3, EL Duivenvoorde is $3, and then you can do both for $5. So
I also have some mental health, or some like mental, I put them in blue anyways. They're like health goals, I want to get an ADOS assessment, which is to look to see if I have autism. I want to get a psych assessment, and then I want to get braces. Braces is the only one that's not like mental health related, but like still a health goal that I have for this year.
So the only one I actually got done was the psych assessment. I'm still waiting for an ADOS, and I'm hoping to get braces possibly next year.
Another writing goal, I want to write the first draft of book 2 from the Hamilton House Haunting series.
I did do this. I actually wrote the first half in March, April, and then I finished it in November.
So that's book 2 to Friends and Phantoms. I want to finish and publish the Silver Moon Shifters, which is a shifter romance. Actually, 3 novellas that I'm putting into a omnibus once they get published. I'm hoping to publish that at the beginning of this year, but it might be closer to the end of the year. I'm not quite sure yet, but definitely this year.
That did not happen. I ended up starting a, what was the course called? It was creative book publishing. So that took up my entire summer. So I didn't get any writing done. So I didn't actually finish the Silver Moon Shifters, but I'm hoping to do it this year.
I also, in the corner here, you can see a little Christmas knife going on. That is the Christmas short story that I wanted to write this past year, and I wanted to write for a few years, but haven't had the chance to.
Also didn't do that. Hoping to actually write it this month. I'm recording this on December 9th, so I'm hoping that by the end of the month, I've actually gotten the short story done. I have another story I have to write first, and my goal is to write 3 novellas this month. Which, like, technically isn't short stories, but, like, I'm gonna count it as the short story goal because I didn't actually achieve that goal.
Conventions on here, like, I have Graphic Con, Wordstock, and Sudbury Comic Con. Those are all conventions that I want to be able to have a table at.
So, Graphic Con was actually canceled. Wordstock, they didn't have any tables available. And I was gonna do Sudbury Comic Con, but we had a family emergency, so I couldn't. Because, like, the family emergency happened that same week, so I couldn't go to that. I did do other conventions, though. Like, I'm gonna mention the book review store. They actually did 2 conventions this year, like, just little ones, and I attended both of those. I attended some other book event, I forget what it's called, but it was in, like, May or June. And I think there was one more I attended, but I don't remember what it's called.
This year, because I really enjoyed doing Graphic Con last year, so I definitely want to do that again and try and up my convention game. And then I want to do a signing at Indigo again, as well as the book review bookstore in Aurelia.
I did not do Indigo. I meant to in November, because that's when everyone's buying, like, Christmas presents for their kids and stuff, and grandkids, but I did not get around to it this year. Possibly next year.
Oh, there is another writing one. I need to plot The World Without Sun because my friend and I are going to co-write it, which I think will be really fun. I don't think it'll be done this year or next year, but I think it'll be an experience and it'll be enjoyable.
So I did not plot The World Without Sun. I'm actually hoping to co-plot it with her, where, like, we get on a call and just plot it together. The story was originally a role play on a group I made on Goodreads, and yeah, we've like evolved it so much, and, like, the world is huge now, and we're like 10 generations into the world or something. But yeah, it's gonna come along. It just takes time.
Kind of created the world and the everything together, so. And then I have some other personal goals on here, like I want to take the kids to Science North and Dynamic Earth.
We did Science North with my sister-in-law, but we did not do Dynamic Earth this year. My one son actually went with his class, so we might end up going next year and he can, like, give us a tour and stuff.
As well as I want to make a family cookbook.
Also did not happen.
Where it's a bunch of recipes that I know the children will all eat, and that is nutritious and not just chicken nuggets and french fries, because we eat that, right now. But yeah, those are all of my goals as a bingo card, which is, I think, a really fun way to like gamify New Year's resolution. The thing is too is that I'm not really doing resolutions this year. I'm only doing goals. So
okay, so and then the rest of the video is just me talking about that. So yeah, those were my goals and what I achieved and didn't achieve. Yeah. I am going to make a separate video about what my goals for 2026 are. I'm going to probably do the bingo card again, but I'm also going to do a slideshow to kind of show off each goal individually. But yeah, those are my 2025 goals, what I achieved, what I didn't. And next year is going to be a big writing year for me. Just like a little snippet into the future. But yeah, I will see you guys in the next one.